John?
Yes, as usual, we have a full plate tonight, so I'll try to be brief in my presentation report. First of all, let me say that the year-end financial statements in your board books are stamped draft since they haven't yet been reviewed by our auditor. And they may be subject to some slight modifications after the auditor completes his review. All in all, financially, 2007 was a good year for the association. Even though our income fell short of budget by nearly $500,000, due largely to the real estate market or lack thereof, we kept expenses below budget by over $900,000. As a result, we ended the year in the black with a net income of over $500,000. And I think the general manager and last year's board should be commended for their stewardship of monies during the last entire of last year. Since we did have we did end the year in the black, I've instructed our accountant to reimburse the $100,000 or $100,000 of the amount to our dam fund that we borrowed last year. Keeping on with the good news, our cash on hand increased from just under $200,000 at the end of 2006 to over $570,000 at the end of 2007. Net increase of some $378,000 or 195%. The sole sour note in our financials for last year is the old bugaboo of our accounts receivable situation. For the year, our receivables increased by some $239,000 for a new high of almost $669,000. And we keep going at this pace, we'll be owed over $1 million by the end of this current fiscal year. Receivables have to remain one of our major challenges for this year's board, and much more work needs to be done to rectify the receivable situation. Any questions? Yes, Steve.
On the graphs on page B,
Yes.
lower right corner,
Yes.
unless there's it's enumerated somewhere in here, I'd like to see yellow, red, blue, and black done in a different scale, so that we can really see what's going on in those.
Your point is well taken. I'm meeting with Kilmer on Wednesday, and we're going to redo that very graph.
Okay. Maybe incorrectly. I'm not as concerned with the purple. I don't think we're doing a lot about it, but I'm more concerned with those. So, okay, thank you very much.
John, I just had a general question on the balance sheet. Maybe I'm missing it somewhere. It's probably always been this way, but I'm wondering, under fixed assets,
Yes.
we don't include buildings.
No, and
Why is that?
And I will have a better explanation. That's another one of the topics we're discussing with Kilmer.
Okay.
He has a rationale for that is explained to me twice now. And quite frankly, I need a better explanation. I'll get that for you for the next meeting. I'm meeting with him on Wednesday to address it.
You would think this building in particular.
You would. But his explanation of that is, since it was bought out of reserve funds and that those reserve funds don't get recorded that way. This being a homeowners association, different from your neighborhood corporation, but different in a homeowners association. I'll get specific words on that this week when I meet with Kilmer.
Okay.
That's really what it boils down to. It's the money. It's the kind of money you use in buying the building or the asset that appears to make a difference in a homeowners association.
That's weird.
Don't ask me to justify it. I mean, the world of accounting is an interesting world.
I have one other question. On page Q, it's the last page. Total clubhouse construction, looks like when it's all said and done, there's like 6,000 and change on the table, correct? And is that not correct?
It would appear that from this schedule, that's another issue that we're going to address between Kilmer, our CPA, and our auditor.
Okay, well, if there is money left there, I assume it's going to be immediately applied to the loan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
that seems to me to be an anomaly, and we're gonna run it to ground.
That's all I have. Thanks.
Anybody else? Thank you, John.